Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray and today we continue our entry level to Megabase, where we in the last episode just got our processing units up and running, and we kind of figured out that if we let this run, it will completely drain our base of power. Because of that, in between episodes, I just set up a little testing area down here with some steam and getting water in. So we'll talk a bit more about this in today's episode, why this is a good thing and a bad thing. And other than that, in today's episode, we'll also work towards battery power. That's because we do need to get to solar and accumulators sometime soon, as I learned a few things in between episodes. So if you think that's a good idea, do remember to leave a like on the video. And if you're new to the channel, do remember to subscribe as well. So the thing I learned in between episodes was something that's actually been in the game for more than a year now. And that is coax enrichment. When this one pops, it doesn't, it was productivity, it doesn't give you 41 anymore. It only gives you 1 extra. So that heavily diminishes how powerful this is. 2. Transporting water by train to fuel steam engines is not good. Trust me, the amount of trains we need is pretty ridiculous, as you can see the amount of water flowing through here. So this won't be a viable way of going forward in terms of getting power generated. That is why this is a test area. We'll see how much congestion it will take in terms of trains. Because right now we are having quite a few trains running to grab water and go down here. And the third is nuclear, as good as it is, might not be as needed, as our power consumption is not too bad. And I'd rather use the coax even to make nuclear fuel. Because as you can see, the vehicle acceleration is insane on this compared to solid fuel, or if you just look at coal. If I can find it. Well, they're right here. Way better than coal. So we'll have to make nuclear fuel soon as well. So that is why today's episode, as I just teased a few minutes ago, we will set up batteries. So we in the next episode can set up solar panels and accumulators in one cell to start crafting that, as we do have a bit of a surplus of resources. So let's figure out where we want to set up our batteries. We could continue up this way, do it in this corner as the sulfuric acid is next to it. So why don't we just add one in right here and say this will be our battery production, and then we'll put in the solar and such later. So let's just take a little train up there while the rest of this is just enjoying their little transportation. So the reason why I'm going solar instead of nuclear, at least for now, is that nuclear will take quite a while before we can get a constant supply of that going. Also want to use the uranium-235 for the trains as the main thing. So solar and such will be our go-to thing for a little while. So the batteries. Those are needed both for flying rubber frames. We also want a few more of those. But as I said, more importantly for the accumulators. So let's set up battery production. 3 inputs should be somewhat simple to do. You look up here, we have pretty much 3 inputs set up. So something like that. All of this is getting removed by robots, so let's just clear out this area as well, and see how we'll do this. So the battery setup we have over here is actually looking very good as a mixed one. As you can see, it only requires 1 of each every 4 seconds. So that means if you do a mixed belt of iron and copper, that'll be 2 per second, not 2 per, well, 2 per 1. 1 per 2 seconds is what I'm trying to say. So that means that we can do 30 in a row of 1 yellow belt. That is more than good enough for what we need. So let's get ourselves a little setup. Let's start over here at the right, expand it out and see how it goes. We'll do one here. Unfortunately, we won't be able to flip this with F, as we can't flip chemical plants. But we can take most of the things anyway to do it two-sided. Yeah, you will go and be right here. Take all of you, flip you this way. Move these are not going to be needed. And let's take most of this. If this can actually be flipped over here, we should be able to. Yeah, it looks pretty good. There we are. So yeah, pressing F when holding a blueprint, you can flip it. What's it called? Vertically. And if you press G, you can flip it horizontally. So that's good to know. I know some people have been asking in the last few episodes. Output will be going out this way instead, down south. Let's just expand this out. So right now we have 8. Let's see. 12. We'll just make it as long as we want because we won't be able to supply enough anyway. So let's just do... Ooh, did we line up the power poles quick? Oh, we did. Get the power poles in correctly. There we are. Let's keep this as a size. That should be pretty good. We can take out, so we can leave these for now in case we want to change some things. And things are getting delivered in by robots. So what we need, 3 things: iron, copper, and sulfuric acid. The one that's going to be the biggest bottleneck is sulfuric acid, but it's only 5 per second, so it's not too bad. Let's see, let's get fluid unloading. We can get sulfuric acid over here. I think that'll be perfect. Then we do item unloading at the top, getting us iron or copper on this, on that one. And iron or copper on this one. And then merging the belts together like we pretty much did. Where was we merged them? Was it up here? No. There's some place where we merged the belts together. I think it's right here. Doing this setup to get it on one belt. Of course, maybe doing some over here and some over here, depending on what's needed. So let's just drag it out. We'll just need 2 mech belts going in so far. We'll do one here. The next one can be... You'll go down this way. Should probably take the bottom one since it doesn't matter too much. That should be fine. We'll have you merge down this way then. With an underground going from here to there. Going down, giving us the 2 belts we need. Is that the same as over here? I think it is. Pretty much just with a jump, but this is fine. From here, you'll go over this way, and you'll go down to here, and this one will do the same. There we are. Giving us our mixed belts, and then we can, well, to be honest, we could in theory just do this. Why don't we just do this instead? Because we don't actually need to do that, we just need one of these. Because this is more than fast enough for what we need. And then you can kind of jump if we want you to go down this way. Over here, then you'll split halfway. Taking you down this way. And the reason why I'm doing this is that then we can copy this one over and have room for all the ones you want, if you want to make this even bigger. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4, which is looking quite good. So time to power this. There we are. And you're getting power, so that's also good. And then we need to give you a bit of power. Let's power you in here. That should be fine. And now we just need to get the things flowing. And then everything will be quite good. And we get any of you to hook up some. Oh, this one fits. Pretty nice. Yet again. Let's do that. Keep the undergrounds. So, that was get sulfuric acid in. So let's change you to sulfuric acid. That should open you. For trains, let's set up the sulfuric acid to go in. And you are just down here. Sulfuric acid unloading. Thank you. That should request double trains. Then we'll do this one will be, as I said, use a copper plate. Copper plate unloading. Go. Double trains. And let's do iron over here. Iron plates. Let's see from our list. Unloading. Double trains going. This is sulfuric acid going in. That is filling up all of these. Ooh, as soon as we connect them up, that is. Because we do need to hook you up. I'll do it at the bottom. As that will be easier to manage. So do something like that. There and there. Sulfuric acid has been delivered, and here goes all of copper and iron merging together into the belts, making batteries for us out on this belt here. So 1 every 4 seconds, that's 1 per second. We have 48, so that's 12 per second. That's almost a blue, almost a, what's it called? A yellow belt. If we made it 30 long, it would be 1 yellow belt. But we're not going to make it 6 longer. So that is a bit too much. And now to add it to, let's see, loading of trains. Here is some batteries for you. It's going to store quite a few. But I think it'll be fine. So there, there, there. Having one go to this one. Always upgrading it in the future if needed. I'll wait a second with hooking it up, as I want to be sure that we have enough flowing in. But look at the amount of batteries we're making. Very nice. Sulfuric acid unloading. Perfect. So now we have that flowing in. Looking very, very good. Otherwise, still easy. I'm debating if we should try and activate our blue circuit here again, just to see the kind of drain that will put on our power supply. Let's try that. Try one-sided for now. Just get half of this running. Because then, in the next episode, we can set up solar and accumulators. Then we never have to worry about power. And that is actually one of the most important things to get out the way, as that is pretty bad to do. So come on, last few things. There we are, that's all set up. You will be batteries out. 32k. Yeah, why not just leave it at that? We'll have a nice surplus. It's actually not too much, it's only 32,000 iron and copper. So it's not really that much of a resource sink. So battery loading. And there we are, battery. Go. That has 0 now, but now we can hook it up. Then we'll see what kind of drain we have. That looks so cool. Speeding up. Going in. Has this one activated as well? Not quite yet. It is getting delivered by a robot. That is right there. So it's going to be fun to see how much this is going to drain our base. We can, of course, always turn it off again. But for now, at least, this is what I want to see. So as one of the last things in today's episode, let's expand this out just one more. Just to have the production speed. Kind of want to have it ×2. Take you and add you in over here. Actually just about there. Get the robots to deliver it in. You'll connect up nicely. Let's hook up one more up here. That'll pretty much just be you jumping from here there, so you'll go down this way. Let's see. There, maximum range. 9 copper. There we are. You'll go down this way. Let's just do a little split here would be fine. Please split you both ways. There, and there we are. Effectively doubling our battery production with just a few minutes of work. We'll need to get you over one to the side to make room for it. So we'll do that. And there we are. Power is going to connect up very nicely. And now we have twice the amount of batteries being produced. We already have 1.7k. That is looking mighty fine. Power-wise, it should be increasing slowly but surely. Same with our production as everything ramps up. Let's go, my little minions. So next episodes, I think maybe we'll do this area to make solar panels in. We could also make it somewhere over here, as I might want to expand this way with the solar panels, as you want to make a solar panel grid, or just fill in a few spots here and there to make it less congested, too many production cells next to each other. So you could stamp them down once in a while. So why don't we just... I was gonna have coal and I want to grab you. Can't build it down here either. We can do one here in theory. So in between episodes, we'll let our robots construct this area. We want to build an area here as well. So this can be our solar and battery production. I'll probably do it in one cell. A solar and accumulator. Accumulator. I couldn't pronounce that. Then we might do a solar cell down here. Something like that. So if you think that's a good idea, do remember to leave a like on the video. And if you're new to the channel, do remember to subscribe as well. And as always, if you need all of these blueprints, you can go on my Discord and request the blueprints from a certain episode. Then I'll try and add it into the book and update it. So yeah, that will enable you to expand out quite easily. So thank you so much for watching, guys. As I said, do remember to like the video and subscribe. And then I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys. Oh.